with the rank of 8 out of over 250 students. While at NCCHS, he was a member of the National Honor Society, the individual events team, and participated in football and track all 4 years. As a student athlete, he earned many honors, including the honor of top student athlete for the class of 1990. Following his graduation from NCCHS, Mr. Matthew attended and graduated from Western Illinois University, where he received a Bachelor of Science degree in Law Enforcement Administration. While at Western Illinois University, he played on the university's football team all 4 years and earned many honors as a student athlete, including the President's Academic Excellence Award, the Provost Student Athlete Academic Achievement Award, and the Dean's List of Scholars. Mr. Matthews graduated from Western Illinois University in 1994 with the distinction of cum laude. Following his graduation from WIU, Mr. Matthews took a 3-year hiatus from his educational pursuits to serve his community as a probation officer in Lake County, Illinois, where he supervised some very serious cases. In 1998, Mr. Matthews attended the Paul M. Herbert Law Center on the campus of Louisiana State University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where he earned his Juris Doctorate in 2001. Following his graduation from law school and passing the Illinois State Bar Examination, Mr. Matthews was fortunate to become an Assistant State's Attorney in Lake County, Illinois. As Assistant State's Attorney, Mr. Matthews has prosecuted complex and serious crimes including murder, rape, and armed robberies. Socially, Mr. Matthews is a member of the First Corinthian Missionary Baptist Church, where he oversees their children's church program and is a Sunday school teacher. He is married, and he and his wife have 4 children. Mr. Reginald C. Matthews.
You want me to record this, Ben?
Thank you, Mr. Wallace, for that warm welcome and that warm introduction. Now, what I'm going to say, I'm going to need your attention. See, the talking has to stop, because I'm talking. And if you're a North Chicago graduate in the War Hall, you know respect, you know honor, and you know pride. And you know when someone's talking, you do not talk. So please give me your attention. As I stand here and survey the class of 2011, the first words that come to mind are thank you. Thank you for excelling. Thank you for fulfilling your high school requirements. Thank you for achieving. Thank you for not succumbing to the pitfalls that plague so many of today's youth. Thank you for the respect that you have shown your teachers and your parents. And even though your journey is just now beginning, thank you for finishing your course. As I look out to the audience, at our family and friends, and I look at my colleagues on this platform, and I look at my teachers such as Mr. Hall and Mr. Edgman in the audience, I want to say thank you for your unwavering support. Thank you for your encouragement and your discipline, not only for the class of 2011, who we honor here today, but also for the class of 1990, and every class that gets through the doors of North Chicago Community High School. And doesn't that name say it all? North Chicago Community High School. We truly are a community. A community does more than that you can know. It is a community and a village necessary to raise a child. So I thank you. Now it gives me great pleasure to stand before the class of 2011 and provide a few words of encouragement on this special day. I was honored when the administrators at this fine institution contacted me and asked me to join in this celebration. To the class of 2011, feel proud of yourselves today. Bask in the moment. Allow your family and friends to share in your joy. Tomorrow is a new day. A day filled with its own triumphs and challenges. It is because tomorrow that I speak with you today. Because whatever you choose to do going forward, whether it's going off to a 4-year college or university, or a two-year college, entering the workforce, or joining the armed forces, you must succeed and be the best that you can be. Failure is not an option. See, I don't think you heard me as a war hawk. As I look at the other war hawks, failure is not an option. Whatever your choice, I caution you against being idle and putting your pursuits off. Why? Because you are young and a majority of you are not married and you do not have dependents. You have only yourselves to whom to be concerned. The longer you put off your personal goals, the more you increase the chance of getting married and having children in the interim, or experiencing some other life-altering change. If that should happen, your pursuit of your dreams become much more difficult to achieve. Not impossible, but more difficult. As a United States citizen, as a Lake County resident, and as a fellow Warhawk, I want your generation to succeed in life. And that success begins here. It is quite obvious that you did not make it to this point without help. With help from your educators and administrators here today, from the various schools you attended. Equally important was the love and support of your family and friends. However, ultimately success going forward begins and ends with you. Therefore, I share with you today what I hope, in my humble opinion, are the building blocks of success. Desire, faith, perseverance, and character. These are the building blocks that form the very foundation of success. These four concepts are what success is built upon. If you have this solid foundation, your success will stand the test of time, and you may continuously add to that success. If your success is built on a house of cards, it will soon come tumbling down with the first gust of wind. Build your house and your success on something that's lasting. Prior to going into these building blocks, it is important for you to know some of the background information about me as your speaker, as Mr. Wallace has already pointed out. In 1990, I did sit where you are today, and I graduated from North Chicago Community High School near the top of my class and was on the Honor Society. During my unforgettable 4 years here, I was active in the classroom as well as the athletic field. I participated in football and track all 4 years and was a member of the individual events team. As a team, we entered state title competitions in track and made the school's first playoff appearance in football in North Chicago history. Academically, I made a 3.5 grade point average or better all 4 years and was a constant name on the honor roll. At the end of my high school career, I received the highest honor any Warhawk student athletes could receive from North Chicago Community High School. And that's the big picture on the Wall of Fame, representing the top student athlete of the class of 1990. Now, I was neither the fastest nor the tallest. I was neither the smartest nor the strongest, but I worked the hardest. My motto in life and my motto in my profession as a lawyer and a zealous prosecutor from Lake County is this. As my adversary, you may have more knowledge than I have, and you may be stronger in certain areas, but you will never, I repeat, you will never outwork me. In order to outwork me, you must face me. In order to face me, you gotta want to beat me. In order to beat me, you gotta compete against me. And if you dare to compete against me, you gotta be willing to go without sleep. You gotta be willing to go without food. You have to be willing to sacrifice leisure time and certain pleasures, parties and social events. See, you have to work regardless of the climate, rain, sleet, or snow, or extreme heat in order to outwork me. You have to live by a never say die attitude and a never accept defeat mentality to prevail against me. This is the same attitude and confidence I want you to have going forward. You, my fellow Warhawks. Now, this is not to say you must live a reckless life to achieve your goals, no. But you must have the same type of unyielding confidence and undying spirit. I'll never forget the time when I was playing football here in North Chicago. There was a youth center party on the Friday night before the game. Now, I snuck out the house unbeknownst to my mother, and she probably knows now today. But I snuck out the house at 9:30 to the youth center, not to go to the party, but to get my fellow athletes out of the party, let them know we have a game the next day. See, now you may say that this is being a nerd or a bust out, but I call it being a leader. Sometimes being a leader, you must walk a lonely path. But I'm here to tell you, and stay to yourself, and that path will lead to greatness, surrounded by well-wishers. After graduating from high school, I packed my building blocks of success, and I went down to Macomb, Illinois University, where I played for the Fighting Leathernecks. Now, I did not earn the scholarship, but I was determined to make the football team and convince the coaches and the athletic department that they had erred in not giving me a scholarship. I did not go on to become one of Western Illinois University's greatest student athletes on the field, but I did leave my mark. After playing all 4 years, I earned the following honors: the President's Academic Excellence Award, the Provost Student Athlete Academic Achievement Award, Gateway Conference Commissioner's All-Academic Award, and the Dean's List of Scholars. Most importantly, I earned the unwavering respect and admiration of my coaching staff and my teammates, such as Brian Potts, who plays for the Chicago Bears and the Miami Dolphins, such as Rodney Harrison, Super Bowl champion, who plays for the New England Patriots. Those will always be my friends forever. After graduating from Western Illinois, I earned the honor of cum laude, one of the highest degrees honors you can get. And you know about the law school, and you know about, from reading the bio, you know about being the probation officer and being a state's attorney. Now, as a state's attorney in office since 2001, I have prosecuted and tried every case of matter, including murder, home invasions, armed robberies, and sexual assault. And I relied upon my experience in my modern life in doing my job. And of all of these accomplishments, my greatest achievement is convincing my wife to marry me and our 4 children. As a side note, I would not be doing my job today if I did not implore you to remain on the straight path. There is nothing waiting for you on the wrong side of the tracks. I can't tell you the countless number of lives that I see every day. The only thing they were doing was going along for the ride. See, that ride that you go along may ride you all the way to the jail cell. And I don't want to see that happen to you today. Stay on the next straight and narrow path, and keep going. Success, desire, faith, perseverance, character. What is success? Success is gaining something desired, planned or attempted. So by definition, success is a personal benchmark, because it's up to you to desire and plan what you want. Success is not always measured by materialistic things. Sometimes it's having a position in life and having people look up to you. But remember one thing, you cannot spell success without you. Desire. Desire is a strong wish, a longing. A desire is the beginning of your goal-oriented journey. Have a desire in life to meet and reach your goals. Faith. Faith is confident belief in truth. Value of truth. Faith is confident belief in the truth. Value of trustworthiness. You gotta have faith in yourself. You gotta believe in yourself, and you gotta believe that you will make it, and you will. Never say can't. I wish they take can't out of the dictionary, but since they don't, can't be in your vocabulary. My daughter would say, Daddy, I can't ride my bike. No, you can. Class of 2011, you can do whatever you want to do. You can. I can't see. You can see. You just see different. I can't hear. You can hear. You just hear different. I can't walk. You can walk. You just walk a little different. I can't go to school because I have a child. You can go to college. You just got to go in a different way. Get rid of the I can't and feel like what I can. And faith. Perseverance. Never stop going. Perseverance is constantly keeping focus on your goal despite the opposition. Meet the opposition and defeat the opposition. Keep going. Don't let anything ever stop your life.
Is he done? Do you see him turn?
I'm come to a close now, I promise. Also, character. The last building block is character. Character is moral excellence and ethical strength. You gotta have moral character. You have to have a good moral fiber. Too many people today lose because it's arrogant. Your character will determine how high you go. Your character and your attitude will determine your altitude. Keep a positive attitude. Keep positive character, and it will never leave you. See, it takes a lifetime to build character, but only seconds to destroy it. As I close, you are a warhawk, a powerful bird, ready and prepared for flight, to leave the nest. When you fly, fly high. When you fly, I want to see you soar with your character. I want to see you soar with your desire. I want to see you soar with your perseverance. And I want to see you soar with your faith. And when it's all said and done, I want to see you with your wings spread high and spread wide at the top of the mountain. Good luck to you, class of 2011.